Hi y'all, and welcome to my channel. My name is Chedonna, and in today's video we are actually going to be doing something completely different that I've not done before on my channel. We are going to be not decorating, but actually filling out our overview pages for the month of November. Over the last few months, I've noticed a uptick in comments from y'all about wanting to see what this looks like once it's completely filled out after the pen. And so why not? Let's go ahead and do it. So one thing that I like to do first is once I've decorated my spread, I do like to figure out pen colors, what pens I want to use. Typically, and I don't know why I do this, this is how my brain works. Typically, I like to have 3 colors just because 3 habits and 3 priorities and 3 memories. So it kind of just, I don't know, that's just what I like to do. So I have 3 colors that I think will look really, really pretty with this spread. And then how do I determine what am I actually putting on here? I just kind of like take usually it's like in the either first thing in the morning or in the afternoon or in the evening. I take a little time and I kind of just reflect on the month prior and see where we ended up, and then looking at what do I want to do in the upcoming month. Basically like reviewing the month, recapping the month, setting new goals. How I do that is messy. Scratch paper. I typically always have paper. However I do this, it depends on the month and like how busy I know the month is going to be. November, December, really from October through the end of the year is always busy months. So I typically will do a sheet of paper and then my goal insert. These are from the Happy Planner, goal getting insert. So as I'm going through my month, I make notes, write things down, and then that kind of gives me my idea of what I want to put in here once I've gotten to the point to where I'm ready to write things out. So things that I tend to keep in here. So basically what I do is every month I have a sheet, and then like I said, sometimes I'll do an extra, sometimes I'll just use the back, but I always just start with this, and as things come up I just write things in. So important dates, we don't need that. To-dos we do need, but I've already mapped out on this sheet, I've already mapped out what I want to put here, so that helps me define, kind of break down my goals and things like that too. So this is my rough draft basically of what this is gonna look like when we're done. And then this sheet, I do keep this sheet, and because it is a tracker sheet, and I just actually take this through with me week to week to week to week. That way I can keep up on it and track. So we don't need that, but I wanted to explain how I come up with what I want to actually be notating here in my planner pages, because I did have that question, like how do I determine what I actually want to keep a track of? And that's basically how I do that. So let's get to the fun part. So the fun part is actually writing everything down in your planner, right? And so I'm going to put this off to the side just because I am referencing this as I'm writing things in. And to be honest, I honestly think I'm going to just pull these pages out just to make it a little bit easier for me. Let's start with this page here. Okay, so starting here for the top section. The top section, I always just like to have a really nice affirmation or quote or something like that. Typically, I just go online and type in like inspirational quotes or motivational quotes or aspirations or something like affirmations, sorry, something like that. So the one that I found that I wanted to use this time, and y'all can go ahead and comment down below, laugh out loud, but my handwriting is horrible. And that's probably why I've never done one of these videos before, because my handwriting is horrible. But the quote, let's go ahead and get this in here. And I know I'm probably not gonna talk a lot while I'm writing, but I need to focus. Okay, so this is the quote I chose. The best way to predict the future is to create it. I love that. And this is the time of the year. Again, it's like the end of the year, right? So you're kind of really starting to prep for the new year and new goals and all that. So I really thought that was very fitting. I love that. I might see if I can find a few decor items later when we're done, maybe. And I do sometimes do that. We'll see. So that was my quote. And we know we wanted to, I'm going to do this because I do this on this page again, because this is a rough page and we're going to throw it away when we're done anyways. I like to just mark through each section as I do it so I don't forget a section. I don't know why, but that's just what I do. Okay, so then we have our tasks section, I guess you want to call it. For this section, I actually got to figure out what pen I want to use. Sorry. I am going to use that one, I think. So I actually use this section each month. We have a monthly focus on our room and our home, and I take that month and I focus on that room to deep clean it. So this is every November, I think, honestly, for like, I don't know how many years. Every November, I focus on the kitchen because you're in the kitchen a lot during the holidays. So I like to deep clean it early in the month of November to prep it for like the holidays, for the Thanksgiving cooking, the Christmas cooking, the New Year's cooking, all that. So it's kitchen this month. Okay, and when I go through and make my notes here for my room deep clean, I do just quickly kind of write out quick things that I want to, you know, make sure that I write in here. So I like to also do my deep cleaning starting from the top and working down, right? So starting from like light fixtures, ceiling fans, things like that, and then kind of working down. I don't know why, I just do it. So we got to clean our light fixtures. Windows and curtains. So we got to wash our windows and curtains. We want to clean in and out of cabinets. And while we're doing that, we are going to declutter and get rid of some of the stuff that we don't really use much anymore. Okay, and then we need to do fridge and freezer, deep clean the insides and outsides of those. Okay, and then stove and oven. Okay, microwave. And I don't know why, but I'm going to do it like this. Microwave and sink. I know they don't go together, but we're doing it anyways. Okay, and we also want to sweep and steam floors. Wash rugs. We do have a couple throw rugs that I like to wash. I take them outside, get the pressure washer and some soap and do all the things. It takes a while because they're really big area throw rugs. Okay, so that takes care of immediately what I can think of. There might be something else and I'll use the additional line. And if there are some months, and I would have to go back and try to find one, but there are some months where these aren't enough and I'll just draw a little line right there and use that little bit of space to continue writing. But that gets me started for what I know I need to get done for my room deep clean for the month. Okay, so that takes care of those. And then now for the habits. So for the habits, these are personal kind of more. I swap it up, really, to be honest. But this month, I really am focusing this on myself. And now, yes, I do have a wellness planner and I do have a tracker in that one as well. But because this is my home like catch-all planner, I am in this one a lot more than my other planners. So I'm going to use this for my own personal tracking this month, but I have to figure out how I want to do colors. So I think I want to do the green in this one. So for my habits for this month, goal is to work out 3 days a week because your girl's getting older and recently had some health concerns, and we gotta get ourselves in check. So we are gotta work out, okay? Next, along with all of that, I recently had a follow-up doctor visit from my surgery, and they are concerned about my blood pressure. Unfortunately, it is running a little bit high. So I had to go buy one of those little blood pressure monitor machines, and my doctor has recommended that, well, not recommended, I have to, at minimum, check my blood pressure 3 days a week, but I'm going to try to just make it a habit and do it every morning. So I do want to track that for my blood pressure because girl don't need to die. Okay. And then, because again, November, December, holiday season, right? Busy, busy. You got to think about yourself too. So that looks like a 5. So we are going to track our self-care this month as well. And then as the days go, I'll use that color to fill in the circles for the days that I actually completed. That looks very like red. It doesn't look orange. It looks burnt orange, but on the paper it's got a very like red hue to it. Oh well, we're using it. Okay, so essentially that's it on that page. We do not have anything left to do on that page since we got our habits completed. So boom. Now next is up here. If you watched my plan with me, you'll know this up here is what we do. I do top 3 memories of the month. So this will not actually be getting filled out today. This is actually not going to be getting filled out until closer to the end of the month, or as a big event happens or something big that I want to remember, I'll come in and just fill it out then. But right now today, there's nothing to do here except for just writing that. So memories. That way, as things come up throughout the month, I can track those. And then this one is for my top 3 priorities. So it's like my top 3 big goals for the month. I just got to figure out, maybe I'll do the green down here since I did the green up there. And then put that one in there and then that one like that. Okay, we'll do that. So that's the order for the coloring. Okay, so let's start with our first main priority, which is my side hustle, YouTube. And I just recently, exciting announcement, I have just recently launched my Etsy shop. It is called Shay's Boutique. And it is all things planning, budgeting, and journaling. So if you would like to stop by over there, take a look, and if you like anything, feel free to go ahead and purchase. I would greatly appreciate it. And if any feedback. But let's go ahead and start with this one. So I told y'all my writing is awful. Okay, so Shay's Boutique and YouTube is my first priority, and I did go ahead and write down what I needed to do, like what I want to have for action, like what I breaking down, right? Like, what is the goals? So okay, since I launched my shop, I do want to work on designing 10 new products for this month for my YouTube, because I've had a YouTube channel for a while, but it's always been a hobby. I do want to kind of get more consistent with it though. So for 2025. So I'm going to really kind of start now setting goals for that to kind of get myself into the goal setting for that, because I do want to make it more serious. So I want to post 15 videos this month. And then I'm so bad, y'all, with social media, like Instagram and Facebook and all that kind of stuff. So bad with it. So I gave myself a goal, because again, I'm trying to get more serious with my social media as well, because it's going to help my shop, but it also will help my YouTube channel, help people to be able to find me, and I like it. So we're going to do one social post weekly, and I know that's not a lot, and some of y'all are probably going to be like, girl, how are you going to get traction, only do it once a week? Well, if you're not doing it all, you're not getting any traction, and I'm really not doing it at all. So start small and build up. So we're going to start with one and see if we can make that work. Okay, so that takes care of my first priority. So then my next priority, and this one we kind of do, we rotate these out. Like, I'll talk with my husband about our month when we do our recaps, and we'll kind of figure out what do we want for goals for the month and things like that. So these do kind of rotate, but I feel like this one always tends to catch itself in the rotation. Family time. And when I say family time, this is like the bigger family things that we do. This is not our weekly game nights, really. You know, it's really not something that we typically do. It's not like going out and riding the four-wheelers, because we do that almost every weekend. You know, it's bigger things that we don't do on a regular basis. One thing that we always do every month is we let our kiddo pick one thing that he wants to do. So I always put Zayden's pick, so he can pick what he wants to do for that month. For November, we really wanted to do the corn maze in October, and we were so busy, we just couldn't. The corn maze is actually still open through almost to the end of November here where we live in Florida. So we do want to do that this month. We do the corn maze every year. We love it. It's so much fun. It's not a scary corn maze though, because I don't do scary. It's a family-oriented corn maze, and you do it during the daytime. So if you get lost, you can still find your way out. But we do want to do the corn maze, and we do want to do a dinner out. First of all, we don't eat out a lot in general. Just because my husband is Italian and I'm just a Southern girl, and we both love to cook. So we typically don't eat out, but maybe 3 times a month, maybe. Sometimes even not. But because this is a holiday month and we do know we're going to have a big Thanksgiving dinner, we did decide we want to do one dinner out, probably like Texas Roadhouse or something like that, Miller's Ale House or something. Just go get a steak somewhere and not have to cook for the night. Okay, so that takes care of family time. And then our last goal, because again, we are really in the last quarter in general, but really in November and December, I really try to drill down and look into my next year. So probably for the next 2 months, finances is going to be one of our bigger priorities that we take a look at, so we can prep our finances for the next upcoming year, setting our goals and breaking down our budgets and debt payments and things like that. So finances will probably be this month and next month, to be honest. And we are really trying to drill down on our finances in general, because we're not great with finances. I'm not even gonna lie. but we are working to get better at it. So one thing I want to do this month is track no spend days. I know we have days that we don't spend money, but I don't track it. I don't know how many days that we go throughout the month without actually spending any money. So I do want to go ahead and track our no spend days. This is something that we do. Well, I do a weekly check-in with our finances. But I'm really trying to get my husband into the habit of sitting down with me when I do my weekly check-in and really talking it through with him. It seems like he does not like to talk about money. And when he does want to talk about it, it's like late at night and we're getting ready for bed. And he's like, oh yeah, by the way, did you pay that bill? I'm like, bruh, you see me do this every week. Sit down with me. So weekly check-in with Chip. That's my husband's name. I'm trying to get him into that habit. And then, of course, we have to do this every month. But we need to make, review, and update our November budget. All right. So that takes care of our third priority. So everything now here is in these pages, and it's just prettier that way than that way, right? So I do still have to keep this for now though. But let me really quickly, and I don't have to, and if I don't have anything, I'm not going to, but I kind of maybe want to see if there's something here I can just quickly pop in just to give it a little something extra. I don't want to do anything that's too much, but why not? There's some leaves there. I could put some leaves in it. No. No. Oh, look, there's a, what do you call it? A pie. Because we got the whole, I'm trying to stay within the theme, right? Because we got the whole food thing going on. Okay. And if I can't do a lot, it's not a big deal. And as I'm looking at that, well, I can do the leaves because there's leaves in the pumpkin area. Yeah, maybe we'll just pull in a few of these little cute leaves. They're gold and it'll pull some of that gold too. Oh wait, you know what I wanted to do? I thought about this after I filmed my plan with me. This one actually, I have to do that really quick like. I wanted to add my gold dots here on that. I forgot to do it when I was actually filming the video. I really don't know what I want to do with it. We're just going to do it like that. Okay, just to give it a little something. Okay, let me find those dots. I totally forgot to do that when I was filming. And I love the little extra pop that it gives it. So we are doing it real quick. I can't believe I actually, ooh, I can't get this one. I can't believe I actually forgot to do it because I'm usually really good about it. But we did not yesterday whenever I was filming, so we're doing it today. Just quickly. It just, I don't know, see how it just makes it look a little cuter than just the plain circles. And there's nothing wrong with them. I do keep them plain sometimes, but I do just prefer to have a little something extra. I really want to get, oh, there it goes. I was going to say, I really want to get that one because now it's all down there by himself. Okay. Almost done. And then we'll put it back in our planner and see what it looks like. cute. Okay. Very cute. Let's put this back and see what it looks like when we have it all in our planner. Well, okay. Alrighty, so there we go, y'all. That is everything prepped and set up for my monthly overview pages for the month of November. So if you did like this video, I do hope that you take a moment, give it a big thumbs up, go ahead and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of my future videos. I do want to say thank you so much for spending a little time with me today, and I hope y'all have a fantastic rest of your day. Bye, y'all.